Well, Paul, it's a great day for racing and a great day for pinball.
Hi guys, it is in fact a great day for pinball.
Yeah, this is the Markus Stix.
Yes, that is correct. That was the artist name.
Yeah, here we go. This is Markus Stix from Austria. He is a wonderful player. Been Austria #1 for a long time.
Yegpin, actually YEG for Yegpin. YEG is the airport code for the Edmonton airport.
So this is
for someone asking about, what's with Yegpin.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that YEG is the airport code for Edmonton airport.
So this is Austria versus USA. Jason Werdrick, who has been playing, maybe not as long as Bob, but he's been playing a long time.
He's been playing a while, yeah.
Yeah. And Jason won the first game on Flash. So I think I'm going to have to make a move, Bob, just because I've got finals tomorrow. So
okay.
I'm going to...
I was going to say, if you find a volunteer on your way out,
I will.
If you don't, I'll wing it by myself.
Good man.
And again, he's doing the bonus multiplier option with the inline drop targets there. Trying to get a saucer for a Parton letter. Quick save there.
So as I say, yeah, Markus. This is Markus Stix. He actually knocked out Johannes Ostermeyer in the first round of the classic. So yeah.
So now does he tap pass?
Thanks, guys.
Alley pass.
We will see.
Pass, or go for a dolly letter.
I could go, yeah, the little edge out and backhand.
Looks like he's trying to.
Yeah, there we go. He was a little early on, late on that one, but
and then a recovery shot toward the dolly letters.
Cool. Right, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support, everybody.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Cheers, Bob.
Squeak, squeak. Okay. And I will pre-apologize to the chat since I'm flying solo for the moment. I may not be able to check the chat screen as often as when there's two of us, and one can look at the feedback and one can cover. So if I ignore the chat for a while, like I said, I'm pre-apologizing. Okay, so he's got his 5 times bonus now. Now he just needs to actually have more dolly letters. But the ball is gone. Okay, still a good start. 5 times. You gonna join me?
Yep.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay, thank you very much. So you've been holding the fort for quite some time now, Bob.
This is nowhere near a record for me. At the while they're Johnny plunging, maybe 8 years ago, I forget exactly which year it was, the Nationals and the Pin Masters and the women's tournament were all held over a span of 3 or 4 days in Texas.
Wow, okay.
And I did the commentary for the Nationals and the women's that ran for 13 hours, and I did 11 of the 13 hours that day in the booth. And regrettably, the person handling the tech on it failed to hit the little capture thing.
Oh.
So it was not archived. It was one of the first women's tournaments, of consequence, ever to actually be streamed.
Yeah.
And it was one of the earlier. It wasn't the first national, but I think it was the second or third. And regrettably, all of that footage is lost forever because it was not captured for posterity on Twitch or wherever they would normally feed it. But yeah, I did. Like I said, I did 11 of the 13 hours, so I can handle being in the booth a while.
Okay, that's good.
It was fun because I mean, the women aren't on that often.
Yep.
Or at least, they hadn't been at that point in time. So that this was really the first time they got, like some serious airtime.
Yep.
Which was, well earned.
Yeah. Yeah. What I like to do, I don't know if you noticed yesterday, in the ladies' tournament, is I get the women that didn't qualify for the finals to come in and commentate on themselves, because that brings then another dimension to it, which is really quite nice.
We try and do that, at Indisc, have women commentators for the women's tournament.
Yeah.
And a lot of places do that now, because there are a lot of good women commentators. Of course, most of them end up, actually playing in the playoffs. But
well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's like anything else. Okay, so let's see what Markus can do here.
But it was nice having Craig as well. Craig is a very, very knowledgeable classic player too. He much prefers classics to the more modern machines, and he's helped me in commentary quite a number of times whenever he's over here. It's nice to get him in because he's got that. He's an interesting person, and he brings another interest.
Okay. And I don't know how many times I've watched you on screen. It's nice to actually be in the booth with you finally.
Thank you very much. That's always nice. It's funny, isn't it? We all sort of know each other, but a lot of us don't meet. And,
because I'm sure you've seen me and I've seen you, but it's the first time we've been, in contact here.
I know, and it does. It's these moments that are quite special, and our opportunity for this, of course, was because of the World Championship at Freddy's. We wouldn't have got all the Americans over here for the EPC.
Yeah.
The fact we combined the events made it.
There are a few of us who've come to EPC before.
Yep.
But this is probably the largest American contingent EPC has ever had.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I know, Colin has been to them. Kaylee's been to several, even when he wasn't living in Europe.
Yeah, that's correct.
I went to the one in Switzerland.
Okay.
Back in the day.
But it's
but again, this is like a handful of us here and there. This is the first large American contingent at EPC.
It's like half of America. But no, it is.
I was going to say maybe half the high-profile ones are here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and that was.
And it actually hit the tip of the flipper too.
We give him a replay on that, just show him how badly he did.
Actually hit the tip of the flipper.
So he could definitely have got that out.
Yeah.
Yep. He'll be kicking himself for that, little Jason. And Markus Stix is just a real fighter. This guy can just grind and grind and grind away, and takes out some of the greats. He in a tournament here not long ago, he was playing up against the Swedes, Arvid and Viggo, and he went through and he won. There was I forgot who the fourth player was. There was Markus, Arvid and Viggo all in the final, and this guy took them out. It was I was going to say it was unexpected, but it wasn't, because that's Marcus's character. He has this determination to win every match he plays. Been Austrian #1 player for as long as anybody can remember. And
that was my wife and I spent 8 days in Austria prior to coming here.
Oh, nice!
But it was somewhat. It was kind of both amusing and disturbing to see several shops in Austria that had kangaroos and said, this is not Austria. No kangaroos in Austria.
Okay.
Because apparently, some people confuse Austria and Australia. So they had things in the shops with little kangaroos and saying, there are no kangaroos in Austria. That was something unexpected, but there were, like I said, there were several shops we passed that had these things in them.
That was.
So you did the Dory campground one better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's the one in Colorado. It's at a campground, up in the Rocky Mountains, but you can actually drive to it.
Yeah.
That's the elevation may be similar, but you can drive to Dory.
You can drive to, and you could actually drive to this restaurant, because obviously they had to deliver things. But it was like 5 minutes up a cable car.
Right. Okay.
And the road round was really, really not very nice. It was in a. I came back round the road, and I wish I'd have come down the cable car.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cable car was
we did go up the funicular in Austria when we were in the area around. Oh, Jason, that hurts. Through the spinner and down the middle.
And at that point, you're probably better pushing it.
Yeah,
You know, because you
have no bonus.
no bonus. You've hit a switch, so
Odds
you're not
are
going
you
to
would
get
still
the
tilt, but it's worth the risk for what little there was. Yeah.
Because you could see where it
Yeah.
was going from when it was on the
Yeah,
the spinner.
Markus going into the tank here with the headphones and the gloves.
Oh, very, very focused. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like Escher is lurking in the background. Is he playing the adjacent game? I think he's playing the adjacent game. Now that was one thing I noticed here. I like the Classics room physically much, much better than the main room for two reasons. The Classics room is nicely lit and the games are spaced further apart. So it's much more comfortable and easy to see what you're doing in the Classics room than in the main room here.
I agree. The main room is brand new. Okay. So
Yeah, I've been told that was added on.
this
But yeah, I would say they need to put in some additional lighting there and thin the machines out a bit because they're a little bit too close together.
it was this classic room was the main room. Okay, and this would have had.
Okay, anyway, Markus here is doing nice little kind of partial live catches to the upper flipper so he can let it drop down to the lower flipper and shoot his inline drop targets
I guess the globe collect.
to max his bonus multiplier, get his saucer collect, and maximize his spinner value at 2,000 per spin. Get another saucer.
And this is a dream ball one.
Yep.
This is exactly what you want to do in this
get another globe
sort of
saucer.
level.
That's risky, but okay. You saw that the bump. That's where when the ball is coming through. Let me grab my little mousy thing here. Yeah, when the ball is coming through either of these spinners, you have to be careful. What happened to Jason doesn't happen to you
You come
because
straight down, yeah.
if it basically if the ball hits the outer edge of the spinner last, if it's kind of coming through and instead of coming clean, it kind of grazes the edge on there, then the deflection from grazing the edge is going to tend to have the ball go down the middle. What you want is to have it either feed cleanly through the spinner or hit the inside post so that it deflects more toward the outside of the game and where the flippers are. So like I said, what you don't want is the ball hitting like right about there going this way.
That was a horrible train. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
That was I don't think there's any way you could read that.
Yeah.
Actually. Okay, so okay, that's thanks Mutafuka. Sorry, that was easy to mispronounce. That's the link to the document.
Actually, it could even be mucker fudder.
It could, yes.
Because you throw muck at somebody. So.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure it's not.
But yeah, two house balls hurts.
But if you use the command exclamation mark.
Fortunately, even after two house balls, it is Harlem, so you're never out of it. But you prefer not to be behind by any big amount. And you also prefer to have actually not had house balls, so you've gotten a chance to get a feel for the timing on the flips and the bounces and everything on the game. So Markus doing what you're supposed to do. Find a way to get the ball to the lower left flipper. And keep hitting those inlines.
Just keep hitting the inlines, and each
That was a nice little freeze there.
each drop gives you a.
Yeah, he tried to do a dead bounce there. Okay, a little live pass. Nice dead bounce. And again, that's something you'll see some people are afraid to do is hold those flippers up when the ball's coming toward them. You just have to make sure it doesn't go between them. As long as it doesn't go between them, you can have them open. Rebound off the wall. Nice rip for the spinner for 2,000 a spin. And just using the flipper to deflect. Get the ball where you need any way you can. Figure you try live catch. Yep. Okay. And he's going to let this roll down. Missed it, but okay. Patience, try again. Get your saucer. Another 25,000 for the saucer. Okay. Missed his spinner shot, but he's doing really well here. Excuse me.
And the reject on that top saucer, or
Yeah,
side
once in a while it
saucer
rejects.
is, yeah, seems to be, I don't know, 2 out of 3.
Pardon me, folks, dry throat.
You're forgiven, Bob, don't worry. See, this is also a difference between a lot of the American streams that don't show the commentators, so you can actually get away with
Yeah.
drinking in the background without people knowing. Anyway, let's see what...
Would I get in trouble if I went topless? But
Jason last ball.
no Indus shirt.
Yep. Yeah, the shirt's awesome.
Carl and Jim would fire me, so.
So, real uphill battle here for Jason. On this
Basically,
game.
he needs to, get all of his inlines and then shoot the spinner a lot.
So, anyways,
But I know Jason's perfectly capable of doing it.
but he's
Nice
getting the
dig,
ball
nice
time,
dig. And at that point, if you can transfer it. But if not, the spinner's already worth 1,000, so that's perfectly valid to shoot the spinner if you're not in a position to transfer it to the other.
it's
Oh,
gone.
too bad. Missed it and paid the price.
So that's 2-1 to Markus Stix, and we will be staying with this game and moving on to the game 4 choice. Well, I assume we will be doing that. Dina will actually decide that from over here. So let's have a look at the standing sheets here, just while we're waiting for that to move. So we are in this stage here. Okay, so we're in the quarterfinals, and this is the game we're following: Markus Stix versus Jason. And the game Escher has already won against John Vanderbilt, and Daniele also won against Andrew Foster.
And I find this very interesting.
Choice of Hulk.
Choice of Hulk.
Yeah.
That is an unusual choice given the way Hulk plays.
Yeah.
Any Hulk.
Okay, and choosing that for the final deciding game as well.
Yeah.
So that was a brave decision then, yeah? So we're waiting to see who joins the semi-final between Markus.
And it looks like Escher and Daniele are already underway.
Oh, yeah,
And
okay.
Daniele won on $6 Million Man.
Okay, here we go. We are on game 4
Power
of
play.
5 on Power Play. And this, of course, is Bobby Orr. Yeah, Bobby Orr's Power Play. Jeff was saying was one of the most famous hockey players. And apparently there are numerous incorrections on the back glass. So.
Okay.
But he's got the post up.
One of the most famous ones prior to this random guy from Edmonton.
Okay. Oh, that was a real power drain. Nothing at all Markus could do with that.
Some Gretzky character
Really? Okay.
who broke a bunch of records. Yeah. Yeah. Bobby Orr and Gordie Howe were two of the big time players before Gretzky.
Okay, good to know. Thank you guys for all the follows and subs and everything you've been doing over this couple of days that we've been streaming here at Bulls&Balls in Fulda. We are, of course, in the EPC Classic finals. We're at the semi-final stage, so coming to the end of this tournament. We are here all day tomorrow again for the EPC main tournament finals. So plenty of pinball yet to come.
Okay, rimmed out the first time, got the saucers the second time. Again, you can, okay, little deflection there with the upper flipper. Has his post up from the saucer. And let's see which way Jason plays it. He does orbit.
Yeah.
Another saucer, always useful.
I'm just going to do a big call out for Dalton as well. Dalton volunteered yesterday to do predictions.
Dalton does that for the ones in the States frequently. So.
Correct. So
Oh,
I asked him to
he
be.
guessed, I was going to say Jason guessed wrong on the rebound off the top of that slingshot because it was going to hit the side wall.
So pushed it the wrong way.
It's like, okay, is it going to hit the side wall just enough to come back to the return lane, or is it going to have a little too much? And then had a little too much.
Yep. So
It's so subtle.
yeah,
It's hard to know for sure.
Uh,
So close game.
Yep.
Neither player blew up on the first ball.
So 2-ball game. Here we go. So anyway, back to Dalton. Dalton is running predictions now. So if you go into the Twitch chat and see predictions, you can effectively gamble on the outcome of this particular game or this particular match. And thank you very much, Dalton, for doing this. So it brings another level of interest, I know, to the
And
stream.
again, Markus likes to use those upper flippers to shoot at the drop targets.
Which can be dangerous, but can be effective.
Yeah. Some people just try and deflect the ball or let it roll down. Others shoot with the upper flippers.
And I think he was thinking there, I wish I hadn't have used that flip.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. That's one thing that there are some pinball machines that are specifically designed so that if you have the flipper up or flip at the wrong time, that the ball goes directly into the opposite out lane.
Yeah. We all call that the Elwyn.
Yeah.
The Elwyn drain.
The Elwyn drain.
Yeah. It comes. I mean, since Iron Maiden, with the upper flipper and straight down Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Yeah. And Jurassic Park does it the other way. It's
So Markus didn't get much on ball 2. Jason's got his center post up, and so he will take the lead here shortly. And he's just going to work those orbits. Again, very patient. Just let the ball dead bounce. Settle on the post. Right in the center of the flipper or right up the center of the orbit. Power in lane, but again, the power in lane turns the post off. So he had to be quick to react there to make sure he didn't lose it. That ball came down the in lane really fast. That's why we call them that's why we call it a power in lane.
Yep.
Okay, good control there. Ball was acting a little squirrely. He reacted properly to get control again. Rimmed out of the saucer and bumper smashed down the middle.
Right down
But
the
he does have the lead now. He needs to win to extend this to a 5th game.
Okay, so the
And they're going to have to flip to get the post out of the way. We'll get it under the yeah. Okay.
and if you notice when Escher does that, he tries to flip it out of an out lane.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
sort of a trick shot.
See if he can just loop it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets it most of the time. I mean, that's sort of just a different way.
So
isn't it?
Markus needs at least 55 or so here to make Jason play his 3rd ball. And hasn't got his post up yet. Now he's got his post. Oh wait, no, it hit the saucer, but it didn't hit the top rollover. Oh yeah,
That's correct. Yeah. So there we go.
There's the rollover. There's a rollover. Yeah, I thought it had hit the rollover, but it went
And
under.
that was 4 saucers in a row. So
That's a fair amount of points because the saucer value goes up every time you collect it.
and he's already up at 108 million.
Yep,
That's
I think
without
he's got the
bonus.
saucer up to 15 now.
So he's going to
So
make
right now, if I was him, I would be going for saucers because the saucer value is
15
fairly high at
million.
the moment. Yeah.
He's not though. He's going for bonus multiplier. So, but he needs all 4 drop targets on the left.
Power in lane, post down. Yep, missed the rollover. Deflected
Nice
the ball
feed. That
to
was
get
nice
control.
feed over. Yeah. But he's just trying to pick those
missed
drop
that
targets
shot.
off.
Try again. Trying to pick off the last target there.
And yeah. So for those who don't know, the drop targets give you a bonus multiplier. So ×2, ×3, ×5, and that can
And that
really
was
be
too
quite
deep in the
bonus.
out lane to bounce it off the sidewall to get it back.
So he's
But
put
he
up.
does have the lead.
Yeah, but it's only 35,000.
Yep.
And there's no bonus carryover on this unless
No.
you get to 20. Is it?
There's no bonus carryover on it.
On
There's
any-
no anything carryover on this.
Right.
Bonus multiplier, nothing carries over.
So this is not a gimme either because
No,
35,000.
35,000. You can have a house ball and get 5,000.
Yep.
So he's going to be shooting his orbits here and hoping he gets some saucers and gets the post up off that top rollover on one of the orbit shots.
Okay, he gets the orbit.
No, does
No
not get the
saucer.
post. Does not get the post.
Oh,
There's the post.
It's okay.
There's the saucer.
And he's now getting close.
Again, just trying to deflect the ball so he can get control. Okay. Missed. Cradle up. Okay, just stay with it.
Oh no!
Oh, and that's where if you don't flip, or if you
He's
just
not
if you,
made it. He's
no,
not
he
made it.
didn't make it.
Wow. Okay,
Because
that's
if you
so
let the ball
sad.
just flow there, it could hit the top of the sling like that. You need to either flip or hold the flipper out to deflect it to the other side.
Okay, so
And he ended up
Markus.
doing neither and lost the ball.
Markus will be going through. So let's have a look at the standings, see what's happening here. Markus Stix will be playing Mark Pearson in the
Markus.
second semi-final.
And Daniele won on Supersonic. He's up 2-0 on Escher.